Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday, the 12th of November, 11:24 a.m. And yeah, today we're going to be analyzing. Today we're going to be analyzing currency pairs. For today, I want to take it easy simply because yesterday we made over 100 pips with one trade, so we don't have to, take as many trades as we took last week. We can just take it easy and see setups rather than just take every setup. So the aim for today is to just analyze and see if there's any potential setups. If not, then we would call it a day, but we're not in any rush to trade today, simply because we made over 100 pips yesterday with pound New Zealand. So we don't have to necessarily trade every single day. You just, the market is not designed for you to win. So the less times you trade, the better. So let's start off with the analysis. Just before we do that, like always, I ask you guys to hit a like target. So today there's 184 of you guys watching, so let's try and get 100 likes on the stream before we start the analysis. So 100 likes and we will get started. 70 likes so far. Let's get to 100 likes and we will get started. Okay, so we hit 100 likes. That's good. Welcome everyone. If you're new to this channel, we try and do this stream every day at around 11 a.m. GMT time. So if you're brand new, make sure you subscribe. And if you don't want to miss on these live streams, make sure you hit the notification bell. That basically just lets you know that we're going live, and it just lets you know so you don't miss out. Good morning, everyone. Okay, let's get started then. We hit 100 likes and we're gonna start off with pound JPY on the daily time frame. And I think much of these analysis are gonna be the same as yesterday's analysis, simply because I don't think price has moved that much, so it's still within that resistance zone for pound JPY. So pound JPY on the daily time frame is currently consolidating on the resistance line. Every time it tries to touch it, it comes back down, and it's basically struggling to break above. So what we need to do with pound JPY is simply, like I said yesterday, wait it out. Don't buy, don't sell, just wait it out. I think something's gonna happen, either news or just some sort of a move is going to happen either towards the upside or the downside. So no point in selling or buying when you can just wait and see. On the daily, struggling to break resistance. On the 4-hour, consolidating. On the 1-hour, consolidating heavy. Nothing much going on. I think it's best to stay away Nothing much going on. Yeah, let's leave pound JPY like that. Someone said it's not scalping if you're using such a big time frame. So we use the higher time frames just for the overall analysis, and then we also trade on the lower time frames. So the strategy is based on 1 minute. However, our analysis is based on the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, and we do the top down analysis. So we go from the daily. I don't go to the weekly. I don't usually do that unless I don't find what I need on the daily. But usually I start on the daily and go all the way down to the 1 minute for entry. So yeah, that's how it goes. Why not set a buy stop for pound JPY? Because that's gambling. I don't trade that way because I trade with the system, and just having a buy stop 10-20 pips above resistance zones is just unpredictable. I like to have predictable results, and a proven system. So yeah. Right now we're just gonna wait. Let's see if it breaks, because as you know, price can just break above resistance and come back down, right? As you saw right here, people's let's say you had your buy stop 20 pips above. Yes, you would have got hit, and then it would have come back down, and depending on how many pips you're targeting. Let's say you were targeting the next resistance zone, so it would have come up to activate your buy stop, and then it would have come down. So yes, you can profit maybe 30 pips, but at the same time, the management needed or required to have a buy stop is just way too much. Okay, so I like to have the simple approach. Yeah, so with pound JPY, to simplify it for you guys, it's right below resistance zone. It's consolidating, meaning price has slowed down. Because bear in mind, guys, from here, price came all the way up. Actually, let's go back. So price came all the way down. It was selling for a long time, came up, touched this zone, bounced all the way up, came down, and bounced all the way up. Okay, so the latest move, right, was a bullish move, a nearly 1,000 pips towards the upside. Yeah, 1,000 pips. So it came up 1,000 pips, right? And then after that 1,000 pips, it consolidated. It went sideways. It's going sideways, right on that zone. So what does it look like? It looks like a sell. Are we gonna sell? No, because I said it looks like a sell, but it might not be a sell. It could just break the resistance zone and carry on upside. So we need to wait for confirmations, and we need to follow a system. But based on this upside move, um, we need to just wait it out. Let's see what happens. You think orders are accumulating in that zone for an upcoming big push? I do expect the pound pairs to go up long term and gold to drop long term. So that's the overall direction. However, you and I both know that price doesn't go in one direction all the time. It goes up, down, down, up, down. So with that being said, yes, overall it might be going up, but currently what will it do? And that's the question. So yeah, how many trades do you get daily? I don't focus on how many trades. I focus on following my system. If it gives me one trade a week, or if it gives me 100 trades a week, it doesn't matter. So yeah, 322 of you guys watching live. Make sure to hit the like button. Let's try and get to 200 likes on this stream. But yeah, pound JPY, very simple, right on top of, right below resistance, sorry, and we need to wait it out. Let's move to pound USD. Okay, so pound USD is, what it's doing currently is it's fallen from that resistance, dropped all the way down, came back up, and it's now roughly halfway in between support and resistance. So I would expect it to touch the support line at the bottom here, the 1.27481, simply because looking to the left, it's a key level, where either the sellers or the buyers come in. In this case, the buyers would hold this level and push pound USD up. So yeah, it looks like it could drop 72 pips. However, we're not trading that because that's just analysis on the daily time frame, and that's just how it looks like. And we don't trade what what the charts show us. We trade a system. So I'm not telling you to sell. I am saying that it's in between support and resistance, and it's likely that it will go to support. Yeah. So currently, it's 74 pips away from support. And the best way to verify your support levels or resistance levels is to look to the left or even look to the right. If we look to the left in this case, every time price came in this line right here, this zone 1.27481, price came down or came up. So in this case, it tried to break, came up, tried to break, came up, consolidated, broke, acted as a resistance, and then support, and then resistance, and now support. So if you want to verify your support levels or resistance levels, check to see if it was previous support or resistance. So if you're looking for a strong support, make sure it was previous resistance and vice versa. So yeah, this could happen. Possibility, again, I'm not telling you to sell, I'm just saying what it looks like. However, I'm not in any trades right now, and I'm not giving you any setups or any orders, so don't take this as permission to go and sell, okay? But yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's see what happens. Moving on to pound Swiss. Yeah, pound Swiss, same as yesterday, consolidating right below resistance levels. It's literally not doing anything. Going sideways. We need it to break either resistance or fall from resistance. So either it will break resistance, or either it will come down and fail to break that resistance to touch the bottom trend line, and then use that trend line as a strength opportunity to bounce above that resistance level. It's one or the other. Let's see what happens. Let's get rid of this. Do you trade only pound? Yes, I only focus on pound and gold. I noticed, my strategy works best on pound pairs and gold, and also I'm more focused when I trade pound and gold. So rather than having every pair on my chart, I would rather have a few pairs and just master those. When do you go live? I try and go live every day at 11 a.m. GMT time. Yeah. Do you actually take trade recommendations or take live trades? Not sure what you mean. If you're asking if I take live trades, yes, I do. Yesterday's trade, we took it live for 100 pips, and it hit take profit during this stream. So yeah, I do take trades live. However, sometimes I don't take trades live because there's no trade to take, right? There's not a setup to take, and we just analyze. Yeah. Is it better to master one pair and strategy for beginners? Yeah, not only for beginners, even if you're an expert, I suggest you to have one strategy and a few pairs, maybe one or two pairs. I see so many people with 10 different strategies, long term, short term, intermediate. However, if you're gonna have a strategy, maximum of two, mainly one, especially when you start out. I got here late. You can always replay this stream if you missed out. But yeah, there's 300 of you guys watching. Make sure to hit the like button. Let's try and get to 200 likes. But yeah, I'm done with the analysis for pound Swiss. Very simple. Let's wait for it to do something, because right now we're just waiting. Pound AUD. Let's go in the high time frames. Okay, pound AUD, very interesting. It's touched this line right here, the support level, bounced above, which is 190 pips, right now in between support and resistance. Okay, yeah, very clear trade. Let me read some of your messages. Could you check gold? Yes, I am. Just be patient. But yeah, right now, pound AUD on the daily time frame is in between support and resistance. I think most of these pound pairs are just either in between support or in between resistance, and it's waiting for a breakout towards the upside or the downside, whichever one, and it's just a waiting game, you know. But yeah, let's move on from pound AUD. Nothing much going on. Pound CAD. I definitely need to sort out my support and resistance for pound CAD, but I'm just going to roughly draw some lines now. Let's do that. Interesting. Yeah, looks to me as if it's on that resistance line based on the past, and looking to the left. Could it fall from this level, or will it break out? That's the question. And again, I'm not going to go in detail because most of these pound pairs are just repetitive. Yeah, it's in between support and resistance. Let's quickly move on to pound New Zealand. Pound New Zealand did, so here's what it did yesterday. Yesterday we bought it from this level here, and our take profit was here. It bursted up to hit that take profit, came back down because it was paying respect to this level, right? It hit our TP again, but it was paying respect to this level because it's a strong resistance level. So it paid that respect by dropping, and if you look at where it dropped to, it dropped exactly to this blue highlighted zone I told you guys about yesterday, and it came all the way up. So hit that level and bursted all the way up. That's what it's doing now. On the daily, let's have a look. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Yeah, with pound New Zealand, I don't see anything. It's not very clear, and pairs usually either show you something or they don't show you anything. Right now, it's just consolidating heavy on the daily time frame. And like any other pound pair, it's in between support and resistance, and it's just a waiting game. Last but not least is gold. Gold is very, very interesting. And yesterday I told you guys that if gold was to hold on this level for like 2 candlesticks, then it would burst up to 1492. And right now, it's not looking like it's going to burst all the way up. It's looking like a continuation towards the downside. My overall target, like I said, I drew yesterday was 1410. I knew it was going to go down. However, I expected some sort of a pullback, and that can still happen. Don't get it confused. Many people are going to start selling it now based on, it's going to continue, right? Many people are going to think it's going to continue. So don't think it's going to continue. So here's what can happen. Gold can close because it's got 6 hours and 14 minutes till the close of the daily candle. So here's what it can do. It can close on that 1456 level. So right now it's playing like a bearish game, but it can go up last minute, the last hour, the last 2 hours before that close of the daily candle, and it can close right on that 1456. And you know what's going to happen? A pullback towards the upside, then a drop, if that was to close on that line. We just need, we don't care about the wicks. We just need the body to close on 1456. So this can be below as long as it closes on 1456. For example, right here, if you look at this candle right here, price came up, came all the way down, and this second candle, this bullish candle, it was once a daily bearish candle before it closed. It was going down. Many people thought it would sell, and then next thing you know, boom, came up 500 pips. Okay, so we don't care about the wicks. We care about the body close. Is the body going to close on 1456? If it does, it's going to have a slight pullback. I don't think it's going to go up that much, but it should go up slightly before continuing down. If it doesn't close, then we can definitely expect a continuation towards the downside and heading towards 1410. It might struggle around this zone right here, 1441 roughly, and then if it breaks that straight away, it's gonna head to 1410. But yeah, let's see what happens. It has to close on 1456 for us to start doing something. So yeah, someone said gold is risky as hell. It's risky if you trade without a strategy. With gold, I don't trade without a system, and I also don't trade based on support and resistance. So I'm not going to be falling into traps like everyone else in terms of selling when it's broken support or buying when it's broken resistance. That's not how I trade. I trade based on a lower time frame scalping strategy. So I don't think I would take higher time frame setups. But yeah, gold on the other hand also makes you big money. I've never seen a currency pair, even though it's metal, but I've never seen like any other currency pair that can compare to gold. As far as the pairs that I've traded myself, I've never seen anything like gold that can make you as much profits quickly. With pound, if you want to make 30 pips, it could take an hour. With gold, it could take 10 minutes, right? The way gold moves, we can all agree that it moves very, very quickly. Trump speaks at 1 p.m. Yeah, over here he speaks at, I think, 5 p.m. I'm not really sure. I'll double check that. My target is 1430. Okay. Someone said the body already closed under. Not necessarily. So this currently has not closed. This is an active daily candle, so it can push up last minute and then close on that level. Then what would it be? It would be looking like a buy. So Don't think it's closed. It's definitely not closed. It's got 6 hours left till the close. Do you trade oil? No, I don't. A buy stop above 1458. Um, Good luck on that. But yeah, that's just my analysis. I like to do very simple and quick analysis. But when I'm telling you guys it's looking like a buy or a sell, just know that it's definitely more detailed than that. I wish I could explain my strategy, but I can't. It's definitely more detailed. How I personally trade is I observe higher time frames, patterns, and trade on lower time frame entries. How do I add details like the high, low, and daily values like you have on the top right? It's an indicator that I put together. I didn't make it. I found it online, but I put it together alongside my color. So like the candlestick colors, the RSI, and everything else. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna only bring it out for the VIP members. I haven't brought it out yet. So if you want that, just join the VIP, or you can just search for an indicator that you can find online. Um, yeah, let me drink my coffee. Yep, I'm back. Okay, we have a lot of comments coming through. Let me read some of your comments. We have someone that said, I've paid for the VIP, but I've not been added. I have no idea how that goes. All responses are mute, be it emails or Telegram. So, Felix, I'm pretty sure I haven't heard of your name before or haven't seen your messages. So the best thing right now is to message me on Instagram DM with capital letters saying that you've paid for the VIP, and my admin who replies to DMs will definitely get back to you today. So I'm very sorry for that, and he should sort you out if you actually paid. Um, how can we make sure a strategy really works? By testing it on, by testing it for several weeks, and also testing it heavily on higher time frames, testing it for the win rate, testing it for, you know, rules that you need to have to validate that strategy. There's so many rules to my strategy, and when I first started it, it only started with one rule, and now we have over 7 rules. So yeah, when you back test, you come up with a lot of rules. So that's how you do it. Do you have a signal for today? I'm not really sure. Depending on the setup that we get. Um, are you a swing trader or an intraday trader? Definitely intraday. Um, what are your rules? So with my personal strategy, the 20% strategy, there's over 7 rules. So what it means is that you would have to have seven things lined up and all showing one thing to validate a setup. So let's say rule number 3 doesn't, you know, show or doesn't, tell us what we need, then the whole setup is avoided and definitely not traded. Every rule has to be perfect, and if not, the setup would be void. So so that's why I have 7 rules to protect me, and to protect me from taking the wrong trades, and that way I'm more disciplined as a trader. How long can someone look for a setup? I'm not sure what you mean, Nolly. Backtest 100 trades. Seriously, backtest. No shortcuts. Don't cheat your process. Um, if you backtest 100 trades, you'll have a very good understanding of how powerful your setup, your strategy is. Yeah, definitely, Reb. Um, the more you test, the more you find out. And if you try to shortcut, you're only going to be cheating yourself in the process. So, yeah. What pair do you trade now? I only trade pound and gold. When I first started, I used to have every currency pair on my screen, and it would take me about 5 to 10 minutes to, look for a setup by clicking on this arrow button. So now it's very clear, only the pound pairs and gold. Make sure to hit the like button, and let's try get to 200 likes, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Um, I appreciate that Albania live. But yeah, right now we're just waiting. If I check on the news, we have 5 p.m. We have President Trump speaking, so that's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to move gold for sure. Yeah, let's see how that goes. 5 p.m. How many times do you trade a day, and what time? I'm not really sure because I don't have expectations. I think one thing that I always make sure is not to have expectations for setups. I get, I get what the market gives. So if the market gives 0 setups based on my strategy, then I take 0 trades. But yeah, guys, I also want to make this live stream a bit more interesting in terms of, having, giving you guys more value. So what I want to do is I want to have, VIP members, and even some of you guys talk on the live stream, share your setups, and even ask questions. That way, the more questions asked, the better. Um, so yeah, I'm looking for a way to have people speak on this live stream whilst watching the stream. If you guys know on like any softwares to do that, definitely let me know. I'm not too sure about that. I was thinking of doing Zoom, but yeah, I'm not sure how the setup would work. So if you know how to have people talk on the stream whilst watching, definitely let me know. I paid for VIP, still didn't get a reply since Sunday. Yeah, so Sunday usually we don't reply to messages. It's our time off usually, so it would have begun yesterday. So definitely messages today, and we would set you up. Yeah, definitely let me know how to set up this voice chat thing. I'm not too sure about how to do that. If you guys could let me know. I'm currently using a Mac, so I'm not sure how the softwares would work. Um, yeah, let me know. On what time frame do you usually execute? So my strategy is based on the 1 minute, and on the higher time frames, I analyze and then I enter on the 1 minute time frame. Discord. Um, the way Discord works, I think I made an account. The way it works is it's not simple to set up. I'm looking for a simpler method. If you guys think Discord is the best option, then I'll definitely try. But let me know if there's any other way. Zoom, okay. I'll definitely try that. If you guys know how to set it up with Zoom, definitely Telegram message me, and yeah, you can definitely help me out. Discord, I hate Discord. Um, I'm a paid member. Do you have any strategies? Is it somewhere? League, you must have joined today. If so, you would get a link. I don't want to share the link here, but you would get a link on Telegram. So if you haven't got a link by the bot, definitely let me know so I can manually send it to you, and then you'll get access. Okay, so I want to give you guys value. So right now, all you need to do is share your trading view setups, and I'll check it out. So yeah, share your trading view setups so I can check it out and break down whether I think it's, you know, valid or not based on my opinion. And also one rule to that is make sure your setups are clean and easy to understand. I don't want to see a million indicators on the chart. I want something that I can personally read and everyone else can read. Mainly price action if possible. So yeah, make sure to send your links in the chat below so I can check your setups. So you just trade pound and gold. You don't trade any other pair like Swiss or Canadian dollar or Australian JPY. No, I don't. So yeah, if you want me to check out your setups, post your trading view links. Actually, what we'll do is, if you want me to check out your setups, send me your trading view links on Telegram at ForexDini 2017. So ForexDini, or you can just post it in the chat, whichever one is simple. But best thing to do is post it on my Telegram at ForexDini 2017. Message it to me and I'll check it out. Can you please trade the USD mute live? If you guys want me to go live before 5 p.m. today, let me know. I can definitely do that for you guys. But yeah, I definitely don't think it's a coincidence. I think the reason why Trump is speaking, it lines up with price action. I think price action beats fundamental analysis, and fundamental analysis always usually lines up with price action. So it's this weird thing where price is stalling, news comes out, price gets back in the trend or does some sort of a big move. And I think Trump speaking today is definitely going to make gold move heavily. Yes, go live. Yes, go live. Okay, then I'll definitely try and go live again today. I don't usually do 2 streams in one day, but again, we could definitely probably find a setup after news or just before news. So let's see. Gold is already pushing up slightly. The thing with fundamentals I've noticed in my 2 years of trading is that once you understand the charts, the fundamentals have already priced in. Yeah, exactly. Um, I definitely agree with that. But yeah, the market is so slow right now. Very slow. I wish I could take a trade live, but again, I follow my rules. I'm very disciplined, so I'm not going to do that. Um, yeah, nothing going on at the moment. Do you think we should place trades on gold? Definitely not. Do not take a gold trade because we have news coming. So if you're going to take a trade, first of all, make sure you follow your system if you have a system. Second of all, make sure you trade after news. Okay, so yeah. What are your 7 rules? You would have to join VIP to know that. I'm also coming out with an online masterclass, so anyone can literally learn the 20% strategy. It's going to be a 3-day live masterclass, and I promise you, if you learn this strategy and you apply yourself, because not everyone that knows about the strategy is going to be profitable, I'm going to tell you now, because some people don't apply themselves. But if you apply yourself and you're patient and disciplined, you're definitely going to experience some sort of progression towards your trading career. So yeah, it's definitely coming out very soon. When is the news? 5 p.m. So in about 6 hours. And also in 6 hours we have the close of the daily candle, so both of that line up. Yes, you would learn the 7 rules with the masterclass. Do a live stream about what you do before the trade comes out and how you can predict where the market is going. Um, I'll definitely try and do that today, hopefully. When are you hosting a masterclass in London? Definitely this month. So, middle of this month, towards the end of this month. And I think the London class will be my last class for the year. So, I did one in New York. Um, and yeah, I want to make it my last class for this year. And then towards the end of the year, I'm going to come out with a course. And yep. And also, during the end of this year, we're going to be trading less and less each day. So right now, we might be taking trades, but during December time, just before December, we're going to be taking less trades and less trades. And then we might take a month off during December, or maybe 2-3 weeks off, and come back middle of January after New Year's. Why does the price of gold move when Trump makes a speech? Very simple. I don't want to go into detail, but it says XAU USD, right? United States dollar. And who is Trump? He's the US president. So, of course, him talking is going to affect, the country's currency, because USD is, in that gold pair. So, of course, it's going to move up and down based on Trump speaking. It's like, for example, the Prime Minister of the UK talks, Brexit happens, whatever to do with the UK, of course, pound is going to move. So that's what it is. Um, do you think gold or USD will go up right now? I'm not going to tell you that because I don't want anyone buying or selling. How much does the trading class cost in London? Definitely message me to know that. Yep, no trade December. Yep, no point trading on December. If you've been trading for 11 months, first of all, it should be profitable, and second of all, trading during December is just not wise because of the way price moves. I remember last year, price wasn't moving that much. I think it was going sideways, and we didn't find that many setups. So rather than force a setup, I suggest you guys to take the month off. And that doesn't mean you can't backtest, demo trade, learn more. That means you can definitely learn, but just don't place a live trade. You changed your mind coming to Nigeria? No, I didn't. It's just about timing. When the time comes, I'll definitely do that. So yeah, if you guys want to know my prediction, or I don't like to call it prediction, it makes it sound like we're gambling, but we're not. But my estimation is that gold will likely, and I'm not telling you to do this by the way, but will likely pull back up on 1456 and then close on that level. Trump is going to speak, it's going to push it up, and then it's going to stall around this area and continue towards the downside. Or if it doesn't close on this level, it's going to stall, and when Trump speaks, it's going to drop all the way down. Yeah, let's see which one happens. Any decent trading books you recommend? Um, no, I recommend having, you know, spend time on the charts rather than reading books. It's like me wanting to start a business and all I do is read books. You know, practicality is very important, so I suggest you spend time on the charts, learn price action, forget about, you know, too many indicators, and develop a system or use a system that already works. Let's try and get 300 likes on this stream. um yeah, definitely the market right now is waiting for something, and I think the Trump news, the speech, is going to move the markets. How to train your eyes on uncommon chart patterns. So here's what I did. The way I came about with my strategy, the 20% strategy, is I was on the charts and I had no strategy. I was gambling and I didn't know how to trade. This was over 2 years ago. So what I did was I came on the charts and I said to myself, I am going to go back in time on a few pairs and I'm going to look for a pattern that always happens that nobody really talks about. So I went back in time on most of the time frames, didn't find anything. I jumped on the 1 minute time frame, went back in time, and I found something that happens very, very often, and usually high, like a very high percentage of times it would play out well. So then I backtested it, I researched it online. Does anyone talk about it? Nobody talked about it. It doesn't exist. So then I developed it, came up with a few rules, tested it on a demo for a few weeks, then decided based on my research to go for it on a small live account. And then when I jumped on it, it was winning like crazy. And then what happened? I noticed a few errors I made, developed it, tweaked it a bit more, came up with two rules, and then came up with two more 6 months later. And then right now, we have 7 rules, and it's the most perfect it's ever been. So that's my journey in terms of like how I came across the strategy. It's designed by me, created by me, and yeah, that's how I came across it. How long have you been trading? 3 years. I personally suggest you guys to close all trades and just wait for a setup to form. No need to take trades desperately, just wait and see. Also, I want to make a new video on my channel. The title would be How to Master Technical Analysis and Catch Big Moves. If you guys want to see that video, let me know. Or if you have any other video ideas I should make, let me know. I think the last time I uploaded was 4 weeks ago. So I definitely want to be active on my channel. Okay, so someone posted a trading view link on my Telegram, so we're gonna check it out. If you guys want me to analyze your setups, put 10 on the chat right now, and we can get started by doing that. So put 10 in the chat if you guys want me to analyze your setups, and just to let you know what I think. When did you start trading? I started trading 3 years ago, and when I started, it was nothing like it was now. Um, I was basically literally buying when price came up and selling when price came down. And I'm telling you now, I used to spend 6 hours a day on the charts, thinking that, you know, what I was doing was right, until I learned so many lessons from a blown account. I developed myself and my strategy, and 3 years after, I use a strategy that works so well. Of course, there's losses with any strategy. I'm not here to hype anything. However, you know, it's literally the best thing that I've ever come across. Okay, so we see tens. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hide my screen, open up the chart, and we shall analyze that. So let's do that. Display. Let me open up the chat. If you guys want me to analyze your setups, just post your trading view on my Telegram. Okay, so let's share the screen. Let me know if you guys can see my screen currently. When did you start trading? I started 3 years ago. Are you still a part of IML? Definitely not. Yeah. So if you guys can see my screen, just put one on the chat just so I know you guys can see. If you can see my screen, put one on the chat. Okay, great. So we have a setup pound AUD. I'm not really a fan of trading view, but I'll definitely analyze it for you. I prefer MT4, but let's do that. So 1 hour time frame. I'm just gonna analyze it, and then once I come up with my thoughts, I'll definitely let you know. First of all, I don't use the Fibonacci, so I'm not gonna look at that. Okay, so let's see if you guys can see my mouse. Yeah, so what you're basically saying is that, first of all, there's a trend line from the bottom right here all the way up, respecting this line. Second of all, there's this support and resistance level that always gets respected, and it was previous resistance now turning into potential support. So there's pressure on the bottom that will cause it to push up based on three things: the trend line, support level, and the Fibonacci 0.50, 0.05 is going to pressure pound AUD to go up. Makes sense. What I'm going to do now is check pound AUD on MT4 just so I can understand further what you're saying. So there's a trend line here going all the way up like that. Okay, there's this level. Let's push it up a bit. There we go. There's also this. Yeah, definitely makes sense what you're saying. There's buying pressure right here on the trend line, but you have to understand it's also fallen from resistance. So this resistance level has caused pound AUD to drop. So now what it needs to do, the first mission before any upside, is to break the resistance level first. Then we could look to, aim higher. But right now, it looks solid. I know exactly what you mean. It looks solid, but we need it to break resistance level. And it's in between support and resistance. So I don't want to really comment on that. Right now, no trade to take on pound AUD. If I go back to your setup, I'm guessing you're waiting for another bounce on this level. Probably. If you are, that would be smarter. So just wait for a bounce on this level, and then from there, see how it goes. Yeah. But guys, if you're going to send me a screenshot of a trading view setup, make sure it's mainly price action and not many lines drawn. I feel like price action is simple, but indicators make it very advanced and it just messes with your mind. So yeah, just send clean charts. But yeah, not bad at all. Hopefully it works out for you. Let's go back to the chart. Okay, let's read some of your messages. Why don't you use Fibonacci? Because I don't want to use it and it doesn't make sense to me. So yeah. To post trading views you should be in the VIP. No, if you want me to analyze your trading view setups, all you have to do is message me. So I'll just put my Telegram username here. So yeah, message me on there. That's my Telegram username on the screen at ForexDini 2017. And I'm going to analyze your setups. And anyone caught promoting on this chat or spamming will get banned. So yeah. I messaged you on Instagram but no reply. You should be getting a reply, so just stay patient. Will you be posting any signals today? Depends on if I get set up or not. I'm in your VIP. How can I find the strategy league? Like I said before, you're gonna get a message by a bot or by me manually, and I'll send you the link. That way you can check it out. Anyone caught promoting will get banned. I can see a few people promoting, so if you don't want to get banned, don't promote. But yeah, guys, let me know who you guys want me to bring on this live stream as well. Any trader or person that you think would, be fit for this live stream, definitely let me know. I want to make it as valuable and even entertaining as possible. So yeah, because I know personally when I go on live streams, it can get boring, and I don't want it to be that for you guys. So if you guys want anyone on this live stream, any person that you think would suit it, let me know. There's also a gap on gold. That's going to be interesting. How do you react when you get losses on spin? So how do I react when I get losses? So here's a simple answer. When as you know, we're all humans, so sometimes you have a system and you don't follow it based on greed, fear of missing out, and just at the moment pressure. So like, here's the way I think of losses. If you follow a system and you lose, personally I don't mind, because I follow the system and it just didn't play out. But if you don't follow the system and you lose, then I think it can make you more frustrated, because you know that you gambled. So the best way to be less stressed when you take a loss is to follow a system. I know I'm more happy taking a loss when I follow my system, rather than human error or just emotions involved. Okay, someone's trying to get banned, so let's get them banned. Another ban. But yeah, if you guys are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And also, if you don't want to miss out on these streams, if you want to get a notification every day before I go live, make sure to hit the notification bell, click on it, and it will notify you when I go live. But yeah, let's see how gold performs. It's going to be very interesting. Any advice to build a new system, or set new rules on an existing already system? Very good question. I think the best question I've gotten so far. So the best way to build a system is by having, number one, I haven't spoken about this. I might make a video actually. I'm gonna write it down. Let me write it down 1 second. That's a very good video idea. How to build a trading strategy. Okay, so the best way to build a system is by, number one, having patterns. So what I mean by that is, if you backtest and you see a pattern that forms all the time, write it down. Write down the shape of that candlestick, the second candlestick, the third, fourth, and picture what the average setup would look like. Once you do that, now that you have an idea of what your pattern looks like, you need to go back even more and just look for that pattern or setup, and then see which ones win and see which ones lose, and never go towards your take profit zone and find out why it hasn't gone towards your take profit zone. Is it because this pattern looks different? Why does it look different? And just find out. That's how you build a system. um, but I think there's more to it. It depends on the system you're developing. If it's a simple system, it's much easier, of course. If it's an advanced one, then you would need to spend more time. Because I set many rules, I think I'm missing something on the strategy. What exactly are you missing? Backtesting your ideas is best. Yep. Someone said go down. It can go up, it can go down, and right now we're not picking any sides. Ban news update, please. I think he's been banned. Yeah, I think it's been banned. The session I'm going to trade, probably London and New York. The session doesn't matter. I know with my strategy, I first of all didn't pay attention to what sessions am I going to trade. As long as the setup forms, I didn't care about the session. So don't focus on the session. Just focus on, when does my setup form, and that's it. Like, and how does it form, and why does it form, stuff like that. But sessions don't matter. TP not always set good, sometimes it's too far. That's why I recommend setting your TP very realistically and at very close proximity if possible. But yeah, I can go on about the strategy and how to build a system, but I think there's more to it than what I just said. So I'm definitely gonna make a video on that. NBHL, could you stop spamming? Otherwise, you would get banned, and I don't want to ban you. By sessions, is that the same as pairs? No. So sessions basically mean, like for example, there's London session, New York session, Asian session, and like what it means is the time of day. So around the whole world, there's different sessions and different countries, and each country has their own session and when their market opens. Definitely look into that. And there's an app, I believe, or a website that tells you the timing of each session. So yeah, definitely look into that. When is gold good to sell? Don't sell. Sessions kind of matter. Yes, it does. It's good to acknowledge it. Usually, I trade during the London session. However, I personally don't mind if I get set up during the Asian session. Right? I'm up at London session, but I'm saying be open to most sessions if that's what your system um, gives you. But yeah, it's been a productive live stream. My aim is to hopefully come back before Trump speaks, so we can react to the price movements live. Um, Pound AUD is going down currently. Probably going to touch this trend line, or maybe even break it and touch this support line. Let's see. And today is just one of those days where you just wait and see, nothing else. I'm not taking any trades at all. Just going to analyze and do something else. What days do you hold live on YouTube? Every day, 11 a.m. GMT time. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in like questions to do with the VIP, definitely message me on Telegram, email, but don't be spamming the chat. Yeah, it's slow today. Yes, it is very slow, but at the same time, this is part of the game. When is gold news? It's not gold news, it's USD news. It's Trump speaking at 5 p.m. So, in about 5 hours or so. And so, my last question to you guys is, do you guys watch any other live streams on YouTube? And if so, who do you watch? Um, and also, yeah, just let me know who you watch and everything, so I can just, understand what you guys are into and stuff like that. And I'm gonna end the stream after you guys answer that. So just put in the comments live streams that you genuinely watch. Um, yeah. And you never know, we might partner up and have some of them on my stream just so they can talk to you guys. So what's the easiest way to get to you? The best way is Telegram message or Instagram message. Let's do one more final check. Just going through. Yeah, with pound CAD, as you can see, it's literally on that resistance zone on the daily time frame. So it's literally waiting for a breakout or maybe a rejection towards the downside. Yeah, today is just looking like a waiting day. You're just gonna have patience, no need to stress, and take trades. Gold, nothing going on. 1 hour. Yeah. Let me read some of your comments. You guys said you watch Wicks Don't Lie. Trader Nick, Andrew. Okay, so that's what you guys are into. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream here simply because there's nothing going on and I don't want to waste you guys' time. So go do something productive, stay out of the charts, and let's come back here just before Trump speaks, which is 5 p.m. GMT time. And then we're going to analyze setups before Trump speaks. So yeah, let's do that. And yeah, thank you all for joining this live stream. Hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in a few hours. And yeah, I think Wicks Don't Lie is live right now, so you guys could watch him if you want to. Gonna end this stream, and I might jump on that stream as well. I just want to chat on there. Let him know I sent you guys, and I'll see you on Wicks Don't Lie's chat. Let's get him some viewers, man. Okay, so thank you all for joining, and I'll see you on Wicks Don't Lie's channel. Bye.